Hello everyone, I am here to read Chapter 9 of my old Hetalia Fanfiction, Hetaoni Unheard Screams, not connected to the actual game Hetaoni. And, oh man, this chapter is 10 pages long. I'm not even kidding. Like, I printed out 10 freaking pages of this fanfiction. I even have the date written on here. It says November 20th, 2015. Oh my god, I feel old. Anyway, let's get started. After what seemed like several hours, Tsvetan's group had found the other group. The echelon that had separated seemed to have found things and lost something. The lost something was Dmitri. Look, I know we are a bit tense, but we need to have a talk, Tsvetan said, locking the room door and sitting on the floor with the others. We need to talk as well, Elizabeta replied. Dmitri is missing. What happened to him? We got attacked by what almost seemed like a legion of monsters. We ran throughout this floor trying to avoid them, and the next thing we knew, Dmitri was gone. What do you think happened to him? I think he's still alive. Dmitri has probably been through a lot and is capable of defending himself. Well, his pretension of being a victim of this house has crumbled to pieces. Oh, this again. You guys seriously think he's not trustworthy? How foolish. We'll see who will be saying that after we show you this. Tsvetan handed Elizabeta the journal, already bookmarked on the page about shape-shifting demons. Elizabeta, Erika, and Gilbert looked over the page. Erika's face paled when she read what was written. You honestly think Dmitri's one of those shape-shifting demons? Elizabeta asked, raising an eyebrow. The proof is in your hands, Eliska answered. Look over the video camera again. Elizabeta pulled the camera out of Gilbert's backpack and looked through it. She replayed the videos and the audio rang out in the room. The voice of the person behind the camera sounded just like Dmitri. Checkmate, Andrei said, noticing the look of shock on Elizabeth's face. This can't be it. Surely this is just a coincidence. I don't know, Eliza, Gilbert responded. That guy always gave me a weird vibe. He always seemed fake to me. Even if this is true, this is a lot to take in. It was a surprise to us as well, but we had to tell you guys. I don't think we are done with surprises. We found something surprising after Dmitri went missing, Erika said. Before anything else could be done, the lights went out in the room. Tsvetan got up to turn them back on, only to find a large figure blocking the light switch. He was about to scream when he got pounced on. The mystery figure slammed his head into the floor, knocking him out. When Tsvetan came to, he had manacles disabling his wrists, and he was trapped to a chair. I probably should have meant to say strapped, but... He had been left in the dark, quite possibly awaiting his death. Surely I will have a clientele of demons ready to eat me, Tsvetan thought, hanging his head down. I don't know, this kind of seems out of character, seeing how Bulgaria is kind of unusually optimistic in Hetalia. I think I went a bit out of character with this. Not a single sound could be heard where he was. Tsvetan knew it would be idiotic to call out for help. The cold was chilling him to the bone. If he did not die from the demons, he thought he would die from the cold. I thought the door was locked. How did something get in? We even checked the room and found nothing watching us. Tsvetan then put two and two together and realized that if Dmitri was with the monsters, he could have found the key to the room and used it to let the demons in. Why did I almost pronounce that wrong? Dmitri had to have been quite sneaky to unlock the door and not have anyone hear it. Why didn't I not consider that? Now we are probably all going to die due to such a stupid mistake. Loud footsteps could be heard coming closer to where Tsvetan was. Tsvetan knew that his final dance with the monsters would start with a promenade of unknown torture and end with him dying. He shut his eyes, not wanting to see anything. The door swung open, and Tsvetan waited to go into a nirvana of eternal sleep. Make it quick. Oh, please make it quick, Tsvetan thought. Hey, Tsvetan, are you going to wake up, or am I going to have to drag you out of this place? Tsvetan opened his eyes upon recognizing Andrei's voice. Andrei stood before him, his clothes covered in blood. Oh, this? This blood is not mine. Tsvetan was not sure whether to be scared of his boyfriend or not. He felt a strong suspicion that Andrei had become one of the monsters. The blood belongs to the monsters. I launched a sabotage against them. It was a bit difficult using a machete, but I managed to escape, Andrei explained, showing off the bloody machete. How do I know that you are not trying to trick me? Andrei's eyes slightly widened, surprised that such a question had been asked. For all I know, you could have killed everyone else and picked up some random machete to make up some story of defeating those beasts. A litany of screams were heard further away. Tsvetan struggled with the handcuffs binding his wrists. What is going on? I don't know, but I'm going to break those handcuffs off, Andrei answered, walking behind Tsvetan. The machete was slammed down on... I wrote of... Why didn't I proofread this? I mean, yeah, it was 10 pages long, but I should have freaking proofread this. Down on the handcuffs several times before the chain broke. Tsvetan was freed from the chair, but the cuffs were still on his wrists. He tried to take them off, but Andrei hurried him out of the room. We need to hurry and find the others. Tsvetan pushed back any doubt he had and followed Andrei. They went through hallways with rooms like the one Tsvetan was trapped in. What is this place? Tsvetan inquired, following closely behind Andrei. I think it is a jail. Why would a jail be built in a house? I don't know, and I do not think I want to know. The duo continued until they found a flight of stairs. They walked up and threw open the door. What they found was something they did not expect to find inside the house. The hallway was a cloister. The way Tsvetan and Andrei had come in was what? I didn't put A! I didn't put an between was and hidden. Dang it. Why didn't I proofread this? It was a hidden door in the wall. Just across from them were windows. Looking outside showed the backyard. So we are on the first floor. This does not really fit in with the rest of the house. Why would there be a cloister or a jail in this place? Maybe the monsters are trying to confuse us with the mosaic floors and rooms that seem out of place, Andrei suggested. Even so, this is a lot to take in, and we still have not found the others. Suddenly running was heard coming closer to the two. The rest of the missing members came running past them. Tsvetan tried to call after them, but they avoided the two. Gee, they sure are a supportive bunch, Andrei said sarcastically. I don't get it. Why are they Before Tsvetan could finish, heavy footsteps were heard. However, this time the footsteps seemed much heavier than before. Tsvetan and Andrei did not dare to turn around as they felt a huge figure looming over them. Soon enough, Andrei snapped out of his fearful state and turned around. Tsvetan followed suit and soon regretted it. The monster looked over them was much bigger than any of the other beasts. It looked like it could snap a human body in half with ease. I think this is supposed to be a reference to the huge Hetaoni that appears in some of the Hetaoni games. I can't remember what it's called. It's like a huge muscular one. Tsvetan tugged on Andrei's sleeve, wanting to run away. I have had just enough of this charade, Andrei said, sounding confident in fighting the beast. You have scared us long enough. It's time to fight back. Andrei began to attack the giant monster. Tsvetan was in sheer shock over the fact that Andrei was going after the creature that could easily kill him. Tsvetan felt a hand go to his shoulder. He turned around to see Eliska and the other group members. He is killing the prelate of all the monsters here. What do you mean by that, Eliska? We were getting chased out of the jail when we went into the room at the end of the hall, Eliska explained, pointing to the room. We went inside and saw this monster that was treated by the others in the room with high respect. They follow its orders to go after us. This place is just full of surprises, Tsvetan commented, watching Andrei slash away at the monster while avoiding its attacks. Andrei stepped away from the beast's punch when he saw a small group of monsters behind the leader. This distraction let the monster kick him straight in the gut. He was sent flying toward the other group members with the air knocked out of him. Andrei! I think we need to run, Gilbert said, seeing the monsters coming closer to them. Tsvetan picked up Andrei, who was trying to catch his breath, and ran with the others out of the place. They ran through the first floor until they were able to find an exit into the backyard. They found a shed out back in an arboreal shade. The group hid inside the small shed, waiting for the monsters to go back to the house. Once they were gone, the group knew that they needed a new plan. Andrei, are you all right? Erika asked, noticing that Andrei was still trying to catch his breath. He will be fine. I will make sure of it, Tsvetan answered. But it's most important that it is... I didn't put most. I just added that. But it is important that we come up with a new plan. Eventually, those beings will find out that we are in here and surround us. We cannot think negatively, Jacob. We have to continue to find a way out. How do you know that there is an exit to this place? These creatures probably know every way possible for a person to escape and have it blocked off. We can't lose hope. Everyone turned to Andrei, who had caught his breath and sat up to speak. I nearly lost hope, but when I saw the chance to fight back against the monsters, I took that chance. Even if I ended up getting beat up, at least I fought back. Andrei was still clinging on to the machete, which was red with blood. I know I nearly gave up, but we had to keep trying until the bitter end. Oh, there's a note here that my teacher wrote about one of the vocab words that I used. Yeah, I'm just gonna pretend it doesn't exist. You guys will probably notice it, but I'm just gonna read it as I've written it. Even when they had nearly reached nadir several times, the group knew they had to fight for a way out. The group stood up, ready to find a way out. Andrei coughed after he stood up. That monster must have really left its mark on you, Gilbert commented. Well, my chest really does hurt. Try to take it easy. You did something none of us even wanted to do. The group left the shed, except for Elizabeta and Erika. Elizabeta turned back to Erika, not knowing why Erika was not following. Aren't you coming? It's just that so much has gone down. One day we were living our lives, and the next we were inside this place. Elizabeta remembered the days before they came to the place. It was just a normal life, being one of the best on the swim team. Hey, that's a Beautiful World reference. Yeah, I haven't watched the anime in forever. Gonna step in her part-time job and being with Erika. Now they were here at a mansion where they could get killed at any moment. I'm sure once we get out, everything will turn back to normal. But we still have a long way to go. Elizabeth hugged Erika, trying to hold back her tears. I have not and will not let anything hurt you. People might say the well-known proverb that love is blind, but this is not every man for themselves. Even if I don't get along with everyone, I know that we have to work together to get out. This is going to be very ironic in the next chapter, but I'm not spoiling that. Elizabeth looked out of the shed window to see the shadow of a large figure standing outside. She let go of Erika and led her out of the shed. We must hurry, the others are waiting for us. The group explored the backyard before going back inside. There was nothing of interest, so the search was short. While walking to the first floor, the group found it much bigger than they first saw it. I did not really explore the first floor that much, Gilbert commented, but I did not think the first floor was so big. Tsvetan walked beside Andrei, who had been looking down at his machete. So, are you going to take that machete back as a memento? Why do I keep saying memento as momento? But I always mix up those words. I don't know why. Probably. Besides, I think I didn't write will. Why didn't I proofread this? Fuck, I can't English. Even then I couldn't English. What? Besides, I think it will help us against the monsters. Some time passed before another set of footsteps could be heard. It sounded like someone was following the group. The student stopped and turned around to see Dmitri. His appearance seemed even messier than usual, and he glared at the students. Look who came back. You know, it is really surprising to find you still alive, Dmitri said, his voice ice cold. But you know, I am a total harlot for splitting people apart and hunting them down one by one. And yes, harlot was one of the vocab words, surprisingly. So that was why you had no objection in us splitting apart earlier. Exactly. Did you also find my photos that I edited? Tsvetan remembered the pictures with all the writing on it. Anger surged when he realized Dmitri had been stalking them and taking pictures without their knowledge. Dmitri sensed this and grinned. Oh yes, last Halloween I left this place to stalk some potential victims. I did not expect this many to come here this Halloween, but the more the merrier. You are one manipulative jerk, and I'm pretty sure that if it hadn't been for school rules, there would be a lot more swearing, Gilbert commented. And I am not alone. There are many like myself who can trick you easily. Why don't you give up already, or better yet, let me finish you off? Andrei stepped forward, bloody machete ready to be used. Dmitri walked close to the group, taking Andrei's action as an invitation. Be careful what you wish for, Dmitri snarled before launching himself at Andrei. A lengthy battle ensued, but Tsvetan knew he could not let Andrei fight by himself. He went into the closest room and searched around for something. All that could be found was a pack of matches. Elizabeta followed after him and entered the room. I found a pack of matches, but that's it. What about that wood bat in the corner? Tsvetan saw the bat, grabbed it, and came up with a plan. We're at the last page, booyah! They both ran out and saw the group looking ready to retreat. Andrei continued fighting with the now demon Dmitri. Andrei, come back! Andrei ran back toward the group as Tsvetan lit one of the matches. At first, Dmitri ran after Andrei, but after seeing the matches, he stepped back. Tsvetan could sense hesitation in Dmitri and lit the wooden bat and the wood floor. The fiery bat was swung at Dmitri and hit him right in the side. A large dark mark was seen in Dmitri's side as he yelped in pain. Fire engulfed the area around Dmitri as the lead arsonist and the students ran. Woo! That's everything! Hell yeah! I got chapter 9 done! So, yeah, that's everything. Until chapter 10! Can't believe it! Chapter 10's coming up, and the last chapter is gonna be chapter 12! Whew! Well, see you guys next time.